Election Day just 11 days away, but you won't find Barack Obama stumping for votes today.
On this day, his heart is in Hawaii with a grandmother that did so much to bring him so far.
I want to give her a kiss and a hug, and then we're going to find out what chores I can do around the house.
Barack Obama this morning wins the endorsement of the New York Times.
Any good news out there anywhere for John McCain?
Well, if there is, I've been unable to find it.
Can you explain why your friend President Bush is not out campaigning for John McCain?
The president's not popular.
The president's not popular?
The president is not popular.
Really?
He's not popular.
Is that your fault, Andy?
Scott McClellan, former White House press secretary, has endorsed Obama, press secretary to George Bush.
Endorse somebody, damn it. I will be voting for Barack Obama.
I think someday Scott McClellan will come back home.
The problem is he's just one of many Republicans who's starting to cross over, and I think you're seeing.
Well, there are Democrats who cross over as well. I mean, you've got the former Democratic Vice President for Joe Lieberman, who was the VP candidate with Joe Buford with Al Gore.
Name another.
Exactly.
Name another.
We got you.
Exactly.
Joe the Senator. Lieberman's his last name, and politics is his game.
And if you're going to be patted down next to another man, you'd prefer it be Senator Lieberman.
I'd prefer not to really watch.
Okay.
Some polls show Senator Obama with the lead over John McCain, but that lead may not hold until Election Day.
New York Times CBS poll, Obama 13, Obama 12, Obama 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 22, 29. These numbers, they are staggering.
Those numbers hurt. They're so extreme that I don't believe them.
Obama 65, McCain 47. Why is he behind by that much?
I challenge those poll numbers because I frankly think that the American people have a greater faith in John McCain's economic philosophy and his leadership capabilities.
Can you dream up a scenario where John McCain could come back?
Yeah, if the polls are wrong, if people have been lying to the polls.
There were a couple of outliers which were where we're going to reach for because they were more encouraging.
We've noticed in some of the polls the race tightening. Do you think it's because of the Joe the Plumber thing?
Is this whole Joe the Plumber thing beginning to kind of rock the vote for McCain and rock the ship of Obama?
The McCain-Palin ticket continue their attack on his quote to the now infamous Joe the Plumber. Any regrets that you...
No, not at all. Look, if John McCain's best argument is that he wants to continue the same Bush tax cuts, John McCain's going to have some problems.
John McCain is now attacking the Bush budget and Bush fiscal policies, which he voted for, I might add. This is as crazy as, Butch Cassidy attacking the Sundance Kid. I mean, that's a team. These guys have been a team.
McCain's flip-flops, your guys had a few too. On Iran, he said it did not pose a serious threat. Then he said Iran is a grave threat.
Senator Obama never said that Iran did not pose a serious threat.
Yes, he did.
He never said that.
He absolutely did. I looked at the exact quote myself.
No,
he said Iran does not pose it. That's an exact
because
quote.
Because he of course thinks that Iran is a threat. And
Bill,
the suggestion
I just want the record to be clear.
Is not accurate.
It is a quote.
So, okay, Megan, I know you want the record
does not pose a serious threat the way Russia does. The next day, Iran is a grave threat.
Okay, so what you're doing is you parsed the quote in order to answer the question.
That's not true,
And I know
Bill.
this might surprise you to hear me say this, but I think if people listening to that sort of parsing might just think that Fox has a dog in this fight. I'm just throwing that out there.
I beg your pardon, Bill. Your guy said Iran does not pose a grave threat the way Russia does. Does your guy
I was
think
just throwing that out there.
Does your
I don't think that's the craziest assertion.
Spare me the sarcasm. Don't come on here and blame Fox News for your guys' flip-flops.
Don't get too excited about this. Barack Obama's
Well, I
been
appreciate the
consistent.
sarcasm, Bill. You got the upper hand here because Tucker Barnes' satellite never came back up. So
thanks, Megan.
This wasted so much time.
Senator Lieberman, how much money do you have in that wallet?
I carry about $50, but there's always something in there for you, Brian, if you're ever in need. Right?
This brouhaha over the $150,000 the RNC spent on clothes for Governor Palin.
Right.
She's now speaking out and protesting.
She said it's been misunderstood. The whole thing is bad.
One of the most boneheaded moves politically ever, given that she is advertising herself as the mom from Wasilla, appealing to Joe the Plumber.
I thought she was one of us.
No, we should not be talking about the wardrobe of Sarah Palin.
It's a silly thing. Do you think John McCain selected Sarah Palin because she was pretty?
Oh, come on.
Is there any chance that you would admit that there's been some hindsight 2020 sort of vision about the choice of the vice presidential running mate?
Not at all. Governor Palin has been a great pick. She can talk about certain issues that other candidates can't. Today's talking about special needs children.
We know that children with special needs inspire such a special love. My little fella, he sleeps usually during most of these rallies, even when they get so rowdy and noisy. He's still snoozing, but he would be amazed, I think, to realize how many folks come out to see him instead of me. Kind of cool.
I was impressed with her too, because there were a lot of kids at that event. There were crying babies, and she was really cool as a cucumber despite all those distractions.
Her brain is absolutely incredible. When
you watch TV, she's completely skewered.
She made one mistake in an interview. She remembers everything that she is told and everything that she reads.
You see someone in their 80s or 90s, somebody will grab your arm. There's nothing like an 80-year-old grip, boy. They will say, I never thought I'd live to see the day. That is some powerful stuff. And that's been our experience over this year, watching folks do things that they never thought they'd do.
Any chance in kind of a Harry Truman, Truman, you remember Dewey beats Truman?
Well, John McCain is a guy who spent 5.5 years in prison, and they didn't break his spirit during that time.
So it ain't over till it's over. We're fighting hard.
Just 11 days. That's the thing. There's
Clock
just
is
not
ticking.
time left.
We're running out of time.